Welcome to SoulSutra, where we blend timeless stories with modern wisdom. Today we're diving into the classic children's tale, Puss in Boots: Business Lessons from a Clever Cat. Now you might be thinking, a talking cat? What can that possibly teach me about business? But trust me, beneath the surface of this fairy tale lies a treasure trove of practical wisdom. We're going to uncover powerful business lessons you can use in your career and entrepreneurial journey. So grab a cup of coffee, relax, and let's explore the business world through the eyes of a clever cat. Puss didn't just act randomly. He was like a furry little CEO driven by a clear objective. His first order of business? Elevate his master's status and wealth. He saw the potential in his down-on-his-luck human, just like a good entrepreneur spots an untapped market. In the business world, we call this strategic goal setting. Companies, just like our feline friend here, thrive when they define what success looks like and align their actions to achieve it. Think of it like charting a course through the stars. If you don't know your destination, any direction will do, but you'll never reach a specific port. Now, you might not have talking cats whispering business plans in your ear, but you can learn from Puss's strategic thinking. What's your desired outcome? What are the milestones you need to hit to get there? This is where things get real. You gotta break down that big, hairy, audacious goal into smaller, manageable steps. It's like you don't just build a rocket to get to Mars in one go. You gotta design the engines, the fuel systems, the life support, piece by piece. MBA lessons from this? Learn to craft your vision statement. What's the big picture? Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 20 years? Write it down, because the universe loves specificity. Then break it down. What are the actionable steps you can take today, tomorrow, next week, to move closer to that vision? Remember, even the most complex journeys begin with a single step. Puss in Boots didn't become a legend overnight, and neither will you. It's about consistent effort in the right direction. Let's talk about our feline friend's starting point. Puss started with almost nothing: a cat, Boots, and his intelligence. That's it. No trust fund, no venture capitalists, no magical fairy godmother. He was like a startup founder working out of their garage. But here's the thing. Puss teaches us that you don't need a king's ransom to make a royal impact. This is a classic example of the resource-based view, RBV, in management. It's a fancy way of saying that competitive advantage doesn't always come from having abundant resources, but from using what you have creatively. Think about it. What's more impressive, having $1 million or turning $1 into $1 million? Entrepreneurs often start small, like Puss, and turn scarcity into an asset. Remember, constraints can breed creativity. When you have limited resources, you're forced to think outside the box to find innovative solutions. You become a master of resourcefulness, squeezing every drop of value out of what you've got. Take a page from Puss's book and look at your own resources. What are your unique skills? What connections do you have? What tools are at your disposal? Don't underestimate the power of a good idea and a lot of hustle. Remember, the universe tends towards disorder, entropy. It takes focused energy to create something from nothing. Puss didn't just wish for success, he earned it, one clever maneuver at a time. So channel your inner feline entrepreneur, embrace your limitations, and get resourceful. Think back to the story. One of Puss's first moves was to build relationships. He didn't just storm the castle demanding riches. He strategically presented gifts to the king, creating goodwill. He understood that relationships are currency. In business, this is called networking or social capital theory. It's the idea that relationships with key stakeholders, clients, investors, or partners are invaluable. It's not just about what you know, it's about who you know. And Puss, my friends, was a master networker. He knew that to get ahead, he needed to connect with the right people, build trust, and offer something valuable. Your network often determines your net worth. It's like the cosmic web of interconnectedness. The more connections you make, the more possibilities open up. Now, networking isn't just about schmoozing at cocktail parties and handing out business cards like candy. It's about building genuine relationships. It's about finding common ground, offering support, and being genuinely interested in others. Think about it. How can you help others achieve their goals? How can you provide value to your network? Remember, the universe rewards those who give freely. Creative problem solving. Let's talk about the ogre. This wasn't just some random monster, this was a formidable obstacle in Puss's path. But did our feline hero cower in fear? No way. He faced the challenge head-on, armed with his greatest weapon, his wit. Faced with the ogre, Puss used creativity and wit to outsmart him. He didn't rely on brute force because, come on, a cat versus an ogre, not a fair fight. He used his brain, his cunning, his ability to think differently. This, my friends, aligns perfectly with design thinking, a problem-solving approach that encourages innovation and lateral thinking. It's about challenging assumptions, questioning the status quo, and coming up with novel solutions. In the business world, it's not enough to just follow the beaten path. You've got to carve your own trail, find new ways to solve problems, and deliver value. For business leaders, thinking outside the box is crucial for staying ahead in competitive markets. Remember, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. It's a chance to flex your creative muscles, to innovate, and to come up with solutions that are elegant, effective, and maybe even a little bit mischievous, just like Puss. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, don't despair. Channel your inner feline strategist. Risk-taking and calculated moves. Let's be real, folks. Every bold move Puss made, from negotiating with the king to tricking the ogre, involved calculated risks. He was like a gambler at a cosmic casino, knowing when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. He didn't just blindly leap into the unknown, he assessed the situation, calculated the odds, and made strategic decisions. Similarly, businesses need to embrace risk management. It's not about being reckless, it's about evaluating potential gains versus losses. It's about understanding that every decision, every investment, every new product launch carries a certain level of risk. Remember, fortune favors the brave, but also the prepared. Think of it like this. The universe is constantly expanding, evolving, taking risks. Stars explode, black holes collide, galaxies merge. It's all part of the cosmic dance. And just like the universe, businesses need to embrace change, to take calculated risks in order to grow and evolve. So how do you manage risk like a feline mastermind? First, do your research. Gather as much information as possible before making a decision. Second, consider the potential consequences. What's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? And are you willing to accept those risks? Finally, trust your gut. Sometimes, the best decisions are the ones that feel right in your furry little heart. Brand building and storytelling. Let's talk about image. Puss carefully crafted his master's image as the Marquis of Carabas. He created a narrative, a story that would impress the king and elevate his master's status. This, my friends, is pure marketing genius. This mirrors modern brand building, creating a compelling narrative about your business or yourself to influence public perception. In today's world, it's not enough to just have a great product or service. You've got to tell a story, create an experience, and connect with your audience on an emotional level. Puss's storytelling impressed the king, just as great marketing wins over customers. Think about the brands you love. They don't just sell you a product, they sell you an idea, a feeling, a lifestyle. They tell stories that resonate with you, stories that make you want to be a part of their world. In the vast and ever-expanding universe of brands, you need to stand out. You need to tell a story that's unique, authentic, and unforgettable. So, what's your story? What message are you trying to convey? How are you differentiating yourself from the competition? Remember, in the cosmic marketplace of ideas, the most compelling stories win. From a humble start to a spectacular success story, Puss in Boots is more than a fairy tale. It's a blueprint for effective leadership, strategic thinking, and entrepreneurial brilliance. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur, a manager, or a student, the lessons from this story are timeless. So, the next time you read a children's story, remember, wisdom is everywhere if you know where to look. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SoulSutra for more wisdom-packed content. Until next time, keep dreaming, learning, and growing. Want more stories with lessons? Let us know in the comments which tale we should decode next. And remember, success is just a clever idea away.